If you've seen the previous videos, you know that the central lubing on the forwarder has been acting up. Guess I wasn't losing any lube, and that little pin isn't moving when driving it or when operating it. I just fitted a grease nipple on the grease circ fitting directly and pumped in some earlier, but now I wanted to look at it. It's just two bolts, a couple of cables and a hose to undo it. Took the pump element out, found a little speck of metal flake on there that I wasn't sure where it was coming from, so I thought I'd investigate a little deeper. And as last time it was a part, the base plate for that grease container came undone, but it could be lifted off. Thought it would be easy to disconnect the arm and be able to open it up and really clean out the bottom of it, but that turned out to not be the case, so gave up on that. I opened up all the plugs on it and stuck my fingers there and felt around if any more pieces of metal could be felt at anywhere, but no, so different route. Actually put it back in place and thought I would have to buy a new pump element, but I started thinking about how it had to work and realized there must be some kind of one-way valve in there, and did a little googling and found this picture. And as you can see, there is a one-way valve thing there. You kind of need a screwdriver with a open spot in the middle. It was possible, I missed a little video footage here, it was possible to put down there two small screwdrivers, one on each side, and then a screwdriver in between to kind of pry that cover holding the one-way valve out. And when the valve part was lifted out, I found a couple of small pieces of metal shrapnel down there also. Could probably have followed the grease when filling it in there, and so this one wasn't closing properly, and when it met a little resistance it couldn't give it enough grease to keep going, so when this one let the pressure back out through it, so that was the whole problem. Now it seems to work fine. I just cleaned things up, put it back together and into the machine, and now it works, but I need to keep track of it if there are any few more small pieces in there. Every now and then check that the pin seems to move, the mechanic pin on the first block that shows that it changes position, so, and hopefully I don't have a lot of shrapnel out there in the system that made it through the valve, that the little pieces that were in there got stuck here around the valve area. So once I figured things out, it was an easy fix. Sadly it took a little too long for comfort to fix it, but I'm open about my mistakes and can admit that I spent more time than I would like to admit with this. Okay, take care, stay safe out there.